Welcome back to Dynamics. Okay, so I didn't ever really get to a bunch of those other movie reviews and stuff that I had mentioned previously. I may still go back to them. They're older, so most of them have left the theater already. But I went and saw a new movie today, so I wanted to do a movie review on that. And the movie that I went and saw today was called MaXXXine. It is a technically a horror thriller type movie. Let's see, IMDb, does it say what they're calling it? I'm not seeing it here, but yeah, it's a horror movie, and it's the third movie in the series where Maya Goth is playing the main character. In the first movie, I think the first movie was called X. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, in the first movie, she was playing the same character. So the first movie and the third movie, she's playing the same character. In the second movie, she's actually playing Pearl. I think it was called Pearl. She's playing Pearl, which was in the first movie was the older lady that was killing everybody. So it's the Maya Goth like horror series that I've been really enjoying. I think she does a really good job in them. So I went and saw that today. Maya Goth is in this. Let's see, who else do we have here? We'll look at the main cast first. We have the names you'll where'd they go? Sophie Thatcher is in this. Sophie Thatcher is from the Yellow Jackets. I guess she was in the Book of Boba Fett. That's right, she was. Boogeyman, Prospect. Let's see, what else is she well known for? She was in The Tomorrow Man, The Exorcist as young. Oh, it was a TV series, Young Regan. I think what she's most well known for is Yellow Jackets at this point. Also Boogeyman. Anyways, she was in it. I'm trying to find the names of the two main actors or Kevin Bacon was in it. How could I forget that? Giancarlo Esposito was in it. How could I forget that? They were both great in it. The police officers is who I'm trying to find here. Let's see, they were very recognizable. Let's do all cast instead of top cast. I don't know why you would. There we go. We have Bobby Cannavale. Cannavale? Is that how you pronounce his name? He's from, let's see, what else is he from right now that you'd know him from? Ant-Man. He was in The Station Agent, Blue Jasmine, Parker. None of those are really like that big. He was in Old Dads. He was in The Space Within. Anyway, I recognize him. I'm trying to see where most people would recognize him from. Anyways, he was in Mr. Robot and BoJack Horseman. I know there's a lot of people that love those shows. Okay, anyways, so him, and then Michelle Monaghan. Is that who I was thinking it was? Yes, Michelle Monaghan, and Michelle Monaghan is from Gone Baby Gone, Kiss or Pixels, Source Code. Let's see some of the other things that she's well known for. She was in that TV series Messiah, I guess. She's another one that Mission Impossible Fallout. She's another one that I really recognize, but now that I'm looking at the movies she's been in, they're not standing out to me. True Detective. Oh yeah, True Detective. She was Maggie Hart. Okay. Anyways, so there's that, and let's see who else. Anybody else I want to mention? Okay, so I'll go to the main cast now. These are some people that maybe you don't know, or maybe you do from some things. Let's look at Elizabeth Debicki. Was Elizabeth Bender in the movie? She was the movie producer director. from The Great Gatsby, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Tenet. Yeah, so she's been in some big stuff too, but probably smaller roles. And then let's see. Moses Sumney was a good character in this. He played Leon. Okay. Anyways, so again though, Kevin Bacon, Giancarlo Esposito, some of those names are pretty big. Maya Goth is the main actress. Um, and then there's a Charlie Rowan McCain plays a young version of Maxine. Her name is Maxine Miller, but she goes by Maxine Minks. So basically, we'll talk about the without doing spoilers. The concept is Maxine Minks was a porn star in the 70s and early 80s. The first movie, they go out to this country house to film a porn, and while they're out there, they come across the people who own the house that they're renting, and it ends up being Pearl and her husband, and it just ends up being like Pearl and her husband start killing them off. Maxine obviously survives, kills both Pearl and her husband. If you haven't seen that already, sorry, spoilers, but that's it's been out for a while. And so she survives and she moves on. She escapes and goes on with her career as a porn star. So this movie picks up after that. So she's had a successful career as a porn star, and she's auditioning for a real movie, quote unquote real movie, right? Not a porn movie. And so she's auditioning for it, and she ends up getting it. And this is during the Night Stalker is out killing people, and he's kind of like a sub character. Because he's killing people, but then there's this other person that's killing people that's somehow tied, but you don't know, somehow tied to Maxine, and so a lot of the police and a lot of the news are just thinking that it's the same, that it's the Night Stalker is doing these killings too, but there's these two police detectives who think otherwise, and so Maxine's agent is Giancarlo Esposito, and he's great in it. And her best friend is that other guy, Moses Sumney, played Leon, which is her best friend. Kevin Bacon is a private detective who has tracked her down, and yes, and you don't know exactly why at first, but you find that out. But I don't want to give spoilers. But basically, you find out who's killing the other people. You find out who's looking at who's going after Maxine, Maya Goth's character. And I would suggest checking it out. If you haven't seen the first two, you could watch this one. You don't have to have seen the first two to see it, but it would help. Because then you would know kind of like the backstory of her. The second one, you definitely don't need to. It's more of a backstory of the older lady from the first movie, and Maya Goth just happens to play her too. So you don't have to see the second one, but it's really good also, so you should check them out. All right, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you check out that movie. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a good day.